Congratulations. You are now a star consultant. You have accomplished so much already in your Scentsy journey. I want you to just look. You started out as an essential consultant. You've already promoted to certified, to lead, and now you are a star consultant. You are well into your leadership role as a Scentsy consultant. And you guys, look here. Whenever you are a star consultant, look how close you are to the top. There's not that many more steps to superstar director. You just have to do superstar consultant, director, star director, and superstar director. You're already on your 4th step already. So now let's look what it takes to get to superstar consultant. You will need, let me just change this thing. Okay, you've been doing this ever since you were a lead consultant. Lead and star, a superstar consultant. You've been doing your 500 PRV a month. Then, instead of 2 active frontline, you're going to need 3 active frontline to be a star consultant. So you need to have 3 people who are actually someone you personally sponsored that are active that month, meaning that they have done their 200 for the month to be active. And hopefully, out of these 3, you're going to have some of them who have team members, and it all counts toward this 6,000 TWV. TWV meaning Team Wholesale Volume. Team Wholesale Volume is the amount minus commissions. So they've taken out the 25% commissions. So this is not PRV, so you can't just go look at your active front lines PRV and your PRV to see how close you are to 6,000. How you find out what you need in PRV to get TWV is you're going to take that 6,000 and you're going to divide it by 0.75, meaning the 25% has been taken out. And that means that's 8,000 PRV that you and these 3 people that you have as frontline and their downline have sold to get this. Now, that may seem like a big leap because before, as a star consultant, you were only having to do 2,500 in TWV. This is one of the bigger leaps to get to this level. But let's look at some ways that hopefully you've already been doing to obtain star consultant. But let's look at some of the ways that you really need to be working as a star consultant to move on up to superstar consultant. You need to begin developing and finding out who you think are your leaders and helping them to promote. Help them to promote from essential to certified and then to lead themselves. So work with those people that you see potential in. Now you need to constantly be getting your 500 or try to increase it and make more yourself. But one of the things too is that you need to be trying to get even more active frontline members to get to these numbers here and helping your team get more members into your team to get these numbers. One of the ways is flipping your hostesses and teaching your downline and frontline and downline to flip their hostesses. Now, to flip a hostess, you probably would not mention anything to the hostess about it until they turn in their party to you and you see that it's 200 or more. It's a qualifying party. And sometimes it's going to be a big party, and those are the ones that are the most likely that will flip, because you are going to show them how much commission they would make if they joined you and entered that party in themselves. Now, I know that a lot of people have an issue thinking they don't want to give up their good customer, they don't want to give up their good hostess, and they don't want to give up the commission that person made for you that you would get paid on the next month. But as you know, only way that you're going to promote up is you're going to have frontline. And it is going to be worth this in the long run to get those members so that you can get leadership pay. And believe me, star consultant to superstar consultant pay is very significant. And so in the long run, would you rather get paid today and never get paid again until she hosts another party or buys a few items from you every month or 3 or 4 or 6 months? Or would you like to have her on your team knowing that she's a good person to have because she has friends and can have a good party? And can get you these numbers, and you can get leadership pay that will pay you monthly for a long, long time, years. It could, you just never know. So this is something I encourage you to always try to flip your hostesses before you close out their party. I can give you the example of myself. Of whenever I joined was the night that my daughter and I had a joint party, and we had a $1,000 party between the two of us. It was my consultant that night's biggest party that she had ever had, but she had been trained to flip her hostess. And so begrudgingly, knowing she was giving up $250 commission that she needed, and but she had been told the significance of it, she offered it hesitantly, and I accepted. So what did she get out of it? Because I became the consultant that night, and I also got to enter that party as my own, and I also got the host rewards. So what did she get out of it? She just had her team members' launch party. It's what she did, and she got an active frontline member. Now, I will tell you, it was the best financial decision she ever made, because in the long run, I made thousands and thousands of dollars for her in her line, in her leadership pay, by having me as a team member instead of a hostess or a customer. Make sure you're motivating your team, and that don't forget your goals too, because this can be a big thing, because as a star consultant you get excited about building your own team, and when you get close to superstar consultant you are getting more team members, and you tend to focus a lot on helping them to succeed and have this company be a blessing to them like it has been to you, and that is what it's all about. But don't forget your own focus and your own goals, because you cannot help them unless you are working your business. They will look at you as an example, and you never, ever want to be meeting these goals and not be able to meet your own PRV to get paid, because you could have this going on because you're working with your team so much, but you still got to take care of your business, your customers, so that you can keep growing and you don't get stagnant with just the ones who have joined your team. So I hope this helps you, and I hope that now you're all ready and set and have the goal of becoming a superstar consultant, and I'll be here cheering you on the whole way. Good luck.